I
Tell me.
Actually, finna hit the lights. Yeah, start.
Alright, great. Okay, so I'll start us off with giving a little bit of a quick recap of last session. I'm sure it's fresh in everyone's minds. So you managed to descend down the staircase, a hidden staircase in the quote-unquote death house that we're now going to be calling it. Before you was some sort of like dungeon or crypt area. You found the coffins of the Thurston family, Gustav, Elizabeth, Rosavalda and Thurmbolt. You laid the children's corpses to rest, and then you ventured through the dungeon, slaying various undead, and sort of the denizens of the basement of the Thurston's sort of bizarre cult-like activity. You also saw a large ornate statue of a man with long black hair and a crystal ball that gave a speech to you and revealed its likeness to be that of Strahd von Zarovich, who by now you're starting to hear more and more about. The Devil Strahd, the Count, the Prince, Strahd von Zarovich, whatever name, it seems to always come up. As you travelled deeper into the dungeon, you came upon a very, very large, what turned out to be a sacrificial chamber with water across the floor and a large raised dais platform in the middle with a bloody altar among it. I believe it was Borg that first went up. It might have been Vivi.
I don't know if I was first there.
Regardless, someone ascended to the platform, and
Lucky's, wasn't it?
various hooded figures closed in on the ledges above the platform, chanting a single chant: "One must die," taking that as needing a sacrifice. Initially, you refused, and in response, the ghosts that haunted the place awoke a very large, shambling mound beast they called Lorgoth the Decayer, who began attacking the party. Eventually, Dusk was knocked unconscious, and in a sort of last breaths, as she sort of struggled to grasp onto her consciousness, she was muttering, just do it, sacrifice me, end me, it's worth it, the sacrifice is worth it. Borg was close enough to hear her calls, and seeing how dire the situation was, shackled her above the altar and ritually disemboweled her, killing her.
I actually shackled her up. Borg.
Did you? Oh, okay, cool. So it was a joint effort.
I killed her, yeah.
Her own brother shackled her against the altar of sacrifice, and Borg took the final blow to Dusk's abdomen. With that, the spirits departed. The shambling mound became inanimate, and through some deliberation and working through what just happened, and emotionally and mentally, you all made your way out of the house with no resistance blocking your path whatsoever. You left, and as you departed, you saw behind you the house sort of shrink slowly out of existence and disappear. As that happened, a large crowd of Barovians sort of gathered around you, mostly staring. A few began to clap, and we pick up a few minutes after the fact, where the Barovian crowd has now scattered, and you are left standing outside of the gates of this former death house, where you've sort of been able to prove your mettle, and you've had an introduction to the kinds of things that happen in this plane that you find yourselves in. I'll leave it to you guys now.
Are me and Dawn still carrying Dusk's body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why were they applauding?
How are you doing, Dawn?
The crowd has since dispersed, so if you're going to ask why were they applauding, you'd be asking the party, because those are the only people.
Yeah, I am asking, like, in character right now. Why were they applauding?
Just a fast question. Wasn't there also like the Count Strahd? Wasn't they actually like applauding or something at the end as well?
No, Count Strahd wasn't. It was just Barovians.
But somebody said welcome to Barovia or something, right?
Yeah, some dude. I was explaining this to Scully earlier. It was literally some dude drunk in his house shouting out of the window, "Welcome to Barovia!"
Oh.
Basically, it was like a closing hook. It wasn't like something you should really pay attention to.
Okay.
It was like a closing statement for the session to be like, "Welcome to Barovia. This is the kind of shit that happens here."
Okay,
You know what I mean? That's what it was.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
Don, what do you want to do?
We should try and rescue her, I suppose. I'm not sure how, but
Rescue her? Have you
Is it
seen
even-
her?
yeah, I have, but I still feel like there's a way. She has
Okay, what
Yes,
if we...
once before, so it's not possible. It's not
What if
impossible.
we take her somewhere safe and then we try to find someone that might be able to help us?
Yeah, I just don't know where should we go.
Where should
I'm
we take
thinking
her? Where is
either-
safe for
I'm
for a dead
thinking...
body?
I'm thinking either we take her out to the edge of the city, to the forest, or we try to get her into the inn. Maybe we can get a room, we can pay them off, we can keep her there until we can find help.
A smelling dead body.
And she just died. She just died.
Well, it'll start to smell.
We have like
We
10
could
hours.
also bury her and
she
come
shouldn't
back.
even be. We shouldn't even be in rigor mortis yet. Like she's still limp. Like we can still. She's still fucking warm, for Christ's sake. If we just put her in the inn, we could try. I mean,
I feel like we should put her. She's apparently very connected to the dead, so I feel like somewhere appropriate would be close to a graveyard.
okay, all right, okay. We can try to find a graveyard. Has
Sure.
anyone?
Shouldn't
Wait.
be too hard around these parts, really.
Okay, right. I mean,
Or
this road that
maybe
we're
it is.
on, where I'm standing, gets a clear line to some house. Looks like a big,
Right,
important
you
house.
you look ahead of sort of this area here.
Yeah.
There's sort of this long, meandering dirt path. You don't see that there's a graveyard behind it, but what you do see is it's a large, decrepit-looking church.
I think I can see a church.
Roll me a religion check, actually.
Me?
Yes, just you.
Just a second. My name is Jared. I'm 19. I never learned how to read.
My name's Stephen. I'm an alcoholic. Okay, judging by the sort of architecture and the symbology above the spires, you think it's probably a very rundown, very mismanaged, very decrepit church to the god Palor. Palor is worshipped in the Forgotten Realms where you come from as the god of light and the god of mercy.
Right, okay, so that looks like a church to me. Should be dead people around, right? Let's...
You know,
You wanna...
like what deity they worship there?
Baylor?
Palor
Is
with a
that what you
P.
said?
Palor with a P.
Baylor.
Yeah.
So from like where I come from, they worship a deity called Palor.
You all come from the same place. You knew each other before you came here.
Oh well, I mean, like Palor, my dude. Like, look at the.
Palor, my dude. Yeah.
Well, most of them know each other. I like newer there, so
Oh.
because
Well,
I joined like
Help me,
That's not
Taylor.
the same deity as Dusk believed in.
Either way,
But-
No.
it's
maybe we
connected
could-
to some sort of spirituality.
We can try and go there and see if anyone can help. But
Maybe there's someone there.
we can try.
I feel like we shouldn't.
But it's just I don't. I think that's against her.
Yeah.
Right.
beliefs.
Okay. Right.
We could
feel
also
like-
just bury her, give her a proper burial, and come back. Maybe I don't know if we ever really want to, or figure
I
out.
feel like we should. If we don't put her there, I feel like we should put her in a forest somewhere
Yeah.
against the tree. Like
Right. Okay.
just the
So
question
we.
of where in the forest.
What if we bury her in the forest, close to the church, and then we go talk to whoever works there? Because
I feel
then
like
she's
we
not on their sacred ground, but like she's close to us.
I feel like she should not be close to that church. I feel like
Okay.
that's not.
I feel like she should be out of the city.
You
away
know
from the
best.
house.
You know best.
Well, I think I do at least.
What do you think, Borg?
I don't care. I don't really care where you put her.
Let's just find
Marina?
a forest somewhere to put her.
I don't know. Maybe we could.
Yes, but it's not gonna.
We need to put her somewhere safe, that's for sure. But I don't know if the church is safe.
If Dawn has a bad feeling, I'm not gonna push for it. I don't know
Yeah.
how these angels work.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know she worshipped Kellenborn until recently. But
Right.
from what I know, she would not want to be close to
Who is Kellenborn?
It's the god that's Dusk worships.
It was the deity that Dusk revered in Neverwinter. Kellenvar is the god of the grave, the god of the dead.
Maybe you can ask someone inside there, though.
In the church?
We can go
Yeah.
back, but maybe bury her somewhere else first.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, I
more-
think we should bury
makes
her
more sense.
in the forest somewhere. Find a nice spot, and
Say some prayers. I don't know.
I don't
how
know any prayers. But we
I
can say
do.
some- you know some prayers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. What about like? Wait, how do I mark on the map?
Mark. What do you mean?
Like,
Like-
how do I
Hold
show-
down the left click.
Sort of out of
it?
character. Can you guys see my new token?
Yeah, everybody's clicking where I'm clicking. So-
No.
Hold it down.
No, I can't.
It's...
Okay.
Let's like. This is like also. I mean. Let's try and follow this path, see if we can find like.
All right, you lead. I'll carry her legs.
Yeah, let's just skip ahead because I don't want to go like this like we did last time. Just
Right.
But I suppose I could go to like a mood setting or something. Yeah, let's just do this just for the sake of.
yeah, sure, we're in
Yeah.
the forest.
It just you're in the forest. That's what counts.
Let's put her down towards a tree, so she can
Okay.
get some rest or whatever.
Right.
Won't the
should
wolves
we
start
just
eating
let
her
her
body?
No, we're gonna bury her.
I'm gonna put her, make it safe.
Let's
enough.
lay her down safely while we dig a hole.
Does anybody actually have a shovel?
I don't know.
I'm sure you could use her axe, Borg.
Yeah.
I'm not using my axe for digging.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, we gotta be smart.
What
We're
kind of
smart.
soil is it here, Karma?
Seems like a lot of roots.
It's soil very familiar to the sort of soil you'd find at home in a forest. It's very solid, but there are sort of like malleable pieces of it. It's not particularly dry, nor is it like bogged down or anything like that.
It shouldn't be too hard to just like.
No,
use
it shouldn't be
our
too hard at all.
knives and
It's,
shit.
you can definitely dig through it. Yes.
Okay, I'll start using my glaive and just cutting up roots and digging, with my hands and whatever.
I'll use my staff. Should we like skip ahead to the one?
Can we roll for it to see if like we can do it, or what? How do you
How
want
effective do you dig with it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. Should we actually bury her though, or should we like put her like in like a crevice of some roots or something, and like put something over her, like some leaves or something?
Well, animals might find her if she's not,
Are there animals here
Protected.
though, Karma?
You can't hear any at the moment. Maybe the occasional sort of distant humming of crickets, the odd chirping of a bird, off in the far distance the howling of a wolf. There are no animals in the immediate vicinity.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, wolves have a keen sense of smell, that's all.
And they can also dig better than we can.
We can see you guys now.
Consistently having a bad time.
We can't see you.
And that was more balance.
What?
That was a balancing
Oh.
problem, that wasn't-
Whatever, just leave it.
We still wanna keep her corpse intact, and I feel like burning her would like make it. It means
We're just gonna lay her here.
I mean, I'd rather do that.
But
Even
like
though
Vivi said, what about the wolves? What about animals and shit? Okay, well, should someone stay with her then, or?
No, no one should stay here alone.
This is why I wanted to put her in the inn in the first place. We could lock the door.
Yeah, I agree. Let's be civil. You know, we're
Who's
professionals.
gonna
Like
permit
she-
a corpse in their inn?
Yeah.
We can
That's
dress her up.
bad for-
Yeah, we could dress her up. We could hold her up and just like walk her in like a
That's
person.
Yeah,
a bad
I have some-
idea.
I have
They're not
some.
gonna smell her.
Terrible
No.
idea.
They're not gonna smell her in hours. I swear. We could wait. Maybe there's like we could put her on ice in the inn.
I mean,
Where
I
you
have
gonna find
makeup,
ice?
so
Lord,
no
there's
worries.
ice.
We could ask if there's ice.
Or we could just bury her like Dawn says he wants to do.
Nobody does. He doesn't want to
I
bury her
wanna
anymore.
just lay her down here.
Let's do that.
We can burn her body.
No.
No, because we're trying
No.
to get her back.
That's why I don't
No.
want to bury her, because if we bury her, it's like she's dead. I mean, she is, but we want to try and bring her back, and I feel like if we bury her...
But what if someone comes for her while she's laying here? What do we do then? They eat half her entrails and then we can't put her back together? What do we do?
We try and find cover.
I frankly agree. Elves are honestly a bit more smarter, so you know, listen to the elves.
Bah, humbug.
Dwarf! No, wait. You're a what are you? What are you even? Listen, okay. If we leave her here, chances are somebody's gonna eat her or steal parts of her. If we take her to the inn, chances are that somebody's gonna get pissed because we have a dead body. If we bury her, maggots might get to her. But if we're gonna bring her back anyway, some things are gonna be changed about her. Okay, she might have like a little maggot hole. She's an angel. What do I know? She might be able to fucking ooh, look at me, I'm pretty. Again.
Necromancy is really my
All right, guys.
area, but
As you sort of debate over this and sort of converse amongst yourselves, I'm going to switch over to Freya. Because this is taking a while. I didn't want to initially do this, but we'll move things forward a little bit.
Okay.
Dusk. You remember being tied to the shackles in the basement of the death house. You remember the blow of Borg's axe against your midsection. But you remember nothing after that. Suddenly everything goes dark. You're conscious. You feel like you're floating. Except it's not your body that is weightless. Your body isn't even there. There's no sound, no feeling, only the darkness. Are you even a consciousness anymore? How long have you been here? Is this it? Is this eternity? Has it already been an eternity? And then like a flash there's a change. A sudden acceleration. You can feel your mind stretching, being pulled towards something. It feels as though your very essence is being torn in two. There's no pain. At least not like you remember it. It's a much deeper pain. Like your very being is being squeezed against two concrete walls. And just before you hit the breaking point, your eyes open. You have a body again, but it's not quite the body you remember. You're lying prone. You observe your body and it looks familiar, but it's missing something. You can't pinpoint it. It's like a poor imitation of a body, like a hastily constructed vessel for your essence. You slowly sit up, your heart and head still pounding, and you look around. There's a very dim twilight, but you can't discern the source of what little light remains. You're in the middle of a graveyard, a spectral graveyard, covered in a thin layer of mist. A cemetery that extends in every direction as far as your eye can see. And right behind you is a headstone with your name on it. How very unfortunate. You whirl around at the unexpected voice from behind you. Sitting, casually perched on a tombstone. Please stop chatting, is a man. At least, You assume it's a man. He's the right size and shape of a man, but he's wearing these long, billowing black robes. They look ancient, as though they're attached to him, rotting away from his body. There's a hood that completely obscures his head, hiding his face from sight. You can see his hands, they extend over your gravestone, and they are these bony, skeletal, sort of disgusting digits just clawing away at your tombstone. There's one thing that you recognise, one thing that sort of brings your psyche back together and sort of puts the whole puzzle and lays it before you. There is a symbol across the chest of the robes of this being. The symbol is that of a golden set of scales. You open your mouth to respond, but no sound comes out. It's always a tragedy. Such a bright light extinguished so quickly, far before its time. He sighs regretfully and casually walks up alongside you. He smells of mould, must, and decay. He crouches down and traces the letters of your tombstone. I suppose it's time for you to go on. Find whatever judgment awaits you. Assuming you're able to escape this plane, of course. Even souls don't leave quite so easily here. Of course, there's another way. He turns to you for the first time, and you can see two dark red glowing orbs in the centre of the empty darkness of his hood. There's always another way. All around you at the edge of your sight, the graveyard is beginning to dissolve. The ground, the headstones, the very air itself beginning to dissipate like mist in the morning sun. It's closing in on you from all sides. The man stands up and stretches out his hand. Skeletal, cloaked in thin grey flesh. Take my hand, child, and I'll restore your spirit to your body. I'll give you a taste of my power and a second chance to conquer your enemies. Or take your chances here. What do you do?
I reach out.
You reach out. You clutch the figure's hand. And in a flash, as if waking from the worst nightmare of your life, you again awake. Dirt beneath your body. You clutch your hands and you feel grass. You are clothed this time, and you feel, yes, this is your body. You immediately feel familiar. Again, you sit up. You see a graveyard, a long stretching graveyard, but not endless. Yes, there is mist, but you see rolling valleys. You see the distinct sort of atmosphere and scenery that immediately places you back from where you came in Barovia. To your left, you notice a man, a sort of portly, short man in long priest's robes. These robes, immediately you recognise, bear the stylistic origins and the emblem of Pelor, the god of light and mercy. The priest immediately runs to your side. Oh, what is this? Oh, a lost soul here. That's where I'm going to cut off. Back to you guys.
Are we actually at the same place now?
No, you're still in the forest. Debating how to bury Dusk.
So we just had like a vision?
No, yeah, that was just aimed at Dusk, no one else.
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody else knows about that right now. Let's...
It's up to you, man. Listen, it's your sister. We'll do whatever
like
you want to.
Leaving her here for the night is fine. Maybe we can come back and carry her in the morning.
Yeah, let's put some
Alright.
leaves and some
Twigs
stuff,
and shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Yeah,
hide her body for a little bit. We'll come back.
I think
Some
it's
answers,
fine.
maybe.
Yeah.
If not, then that's just how it's supposed to be, I guess.
I'm gathering twigs and stuff.
Do you sort of ceremonially sort of bury lightly Dusk's body? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like
Right.
resting.
Take
against the
some
roots.
little forest flowers, make it like a crown around her head, make it look nice.
Okay. So you're just leaving her here momentarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You
Before
go
we-
about.
before we head back, I'll just say a fast prayer for.
Yeah, of course. You don't know many prayers of Kellenbar, your sister's deity, but you do know.
Yeah, I
prayers
do.
raised in a clericage, so you can say her last rites.
Yeah, it's a prayer of thunder.
Yeah,
that's the only ones I know.
Right, fantastic. So yeah, you lay Dusk's body to a temporary rest. You are only just on the outskirts of town. You can go straight back in.
Yeah, let's go straight back in. See if we can get some answers.
I feel like it's night right now, right?
It's not quite night.
Did we lose Karma?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he's offline on Discord.
Oh man. Everybody's like, alright, I'll be right back too.
Welcome back.
You dropped as you were explaining.
It's okay. I know I did because Discord went black for me. So I just went, fuck it, I'll just end the task and then restart it. And not realizing that I was speaking through Discord still. Where did I leave off?
No,
just
it's...
as you were started talking.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, you said like no.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to even like discern whether it's really night or day in Barovia.
Yeah. Okay.
It sort of always has this sort of grey, oppressive fog and this sort of dreary atmosphere that always feels like sort of dusk and night is always sort of creeping in. But you can tell roughly with the time that it's, early evening. Night's creeping in, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I feel like we should try and get some answers and then maybe rest.
Yeah. Just ask around town.
If we can find any answers or anything to help us bring her back.
Should we still check out the church, or?
Well, they might have some, maybe have some scrolls that can tell us of a way.
You might know.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't. I didn't want to place her body close to it, but I don't think checking out will hurt us in any way.
Yeah. Let's go see
answers.
What they might know.
Can't see anything on the screen.
There we go.
Never mind.
Yeah, same.
Let's head up for the church then.
Where the fuck did Vivi's talking go?
That is
Alright,
a good
keep going, guys. I'll do it myself.
Did you say something about?
I can't see my token. Oh, there it is.
Did you say something about a new token, Sonny?
Oh, it was underneath. Wait.
Yeah, it was overlapped.
I think she had a new profile picture.
Sonny, you there as well?
Yes, hi.
You're just not moving your token, so I don't know whether you're moving with them or not.
Also,
Alright,
if
just
you're
heading towards the church, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head towards the church. It's sort of this. It's a bit of a longer path than it really looks in the overhead map. It's sort of this winding dirt path that sort of goes up this large hill, heading towards this church at the very top. As you proceed up, you notice there is like this ramshackle, wooden, hastily put together, seems to be some sort of stall with like this long, colourful draping at the back, and it's like set up on the side of the road.
All right, should we see if there's anybody in there? Or...
Yeah, let's go.
We try knocking.
You approach closer and you see sort of hastily painted on a banner at the top of the stall. It says potions and ointments, but it's spelt pretty disastrously like that.
Potions and ornaments. What's potions and ornaments?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Doesn't look legit.
As you say that, all of a sudden you hear a "Rah!" And up pops from underneath the desk a 4 foot tall crow-looking figure. She has this like long, like draping robe and like this hood that goes over most of her face, but she still has this long beak, and you can see her black feathers and her beady little black eyes, and these sort of wings that extend out to become like digits. Potions and ointment.
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
Me sell.
Oh, you're selling? Ooh.
Yes.
What
Yes,
do you
yes.
have in stock? You have any special stuff?
Me go see. She turns around and hobbles over to what you assume to be a back room. And there, sat upon a chair, previously obscured by the raven's silhouette, is a very familiar looking figure. Sat slumped in a wooden chair with bandages all around her and an impressive set of armour, seemingly flickering in and out of consciousness, is Dusk.
That
Dusk?
I'm
Ray, you
fucking...
can complain whenever you want.
No. What the fuck? Dawn? What is this? Is this some angel magic shit?
Am I hallucinating? Am I like
No,
intoxicated?
I'm not aware of any of this. I've never heard of this before.
Dude,
Thank you for patching me up.
Anytime, miss, anytime. Yes. Me go care stock now. You take care of visitors, yes?
Visitors?
Yes, we have customers. Yes, me first customers. Look.
Dusk?
We want to buy that woman.
No! Dusk! How the fuck did you get here? We just left. Don't listen to the lizard.
I've been away for a while. I don't know.
Is that really you?
Dusk, are you hired? Are you free, or are you like their slave now?
The slave? No. But
We just...
All you know from when you woke up in the cemetery, a priest found you. He hastily sort of picked you up and brought you into the church, introduced himself as Father Donovich, a priest of Paylor, and he proclaims the only priest of Paylor in this godforsaken realm. He also had with him a small Kenku that he would affectionately call Bones. He essentially patched up your wounds as best he could, performed some healing spells so that he could get you back up to strength, and then told you that while you can't stay in the church and he has his own businesses to attend to, Bones has a very small stall that is sponsored by Father Donovich that you may sort of rest at until you can sort of find motivation and find a place to go.
no.
We just buried
Bones
you
is
in...
just
Yeah, like an hour ago.
You what?
Okay, listen. You died in the creepy house, and we took you out, and we were debating, but we buried you in the forest because we were gonna try to get you some help, and now you're here. What?
So what am I? Am I?
you're alive, that is.
You look alive.
You're reincarnated.
Do you feel alive?
How do you know that?
Wait, Dawn, you said she's died before.
That's what I thought, at least.
No.
Apparently she didn't, but...
Maybe priests can resurrect people, so you are technically the same person and just alive.
Do you remember anything?
How do you feel?
You remember all the events that I regaled,
Yeah.
including the whole spectral realm thing.
Yeah. I remember Spirit. I think it was Kellenmore. He gave me another chance.
Do you remember the house?
I told him I wasn't done. Grasped out for his hand, and I woke up in the graveyard.
Here?
Yes, a priest showed me to Bones, and they both helped me.
Do you remember what happened before the met Killamore? Do you remember the house?
Indeed.
You're flashing memories of what happened before you died, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't wanna look back. Those were dark times.
Yeah, they seem pretty dark for us as well.
So, okay, so you're back. That's great. That was our goal. What's this situation then with the crow woman? Terrifying feathers.
Don't worry about her. She's an alchemist, apothecary. Say what you want. She really just like she works for the church. Yeah, like. Don't worry about it.
You hear like a waddling and a sort of tinkling of bottles together, and you see the crow sort of lift a large sort of pallet of bottles with various coloured liquids upon the counter, and she looks at each one of you and sort of gives the crow the simile of a smile, where it's like a little sort of.
Bones. These are my friends.
Oh, you have friends? How do you have friends when you're dead?
I just explained the whole situation to them.
Beyond Bones' pay grade. Bones no need to know.
Yes.
Now. Did you say she's dead?
Well, people in cemeteries do tend to be dead.
That's fair enough, I guess. Yeah.
You wish to look at Bones' wares, yes?
Yes. Now we've
Not
met
really.
us. Do you have any special things? Maybe.
Oh yes. Bones has very special potions. Observe. This one is a potion she found in a what does Father call them? A puddle found in the path. It is muddy water. I use it for mixing things. Oh, and this one, and she pulls out sort of a red liquid in a sort of small vial. Bones not know what this one does, but it looks good. You buy?
I just slightly whispered to the party. When I said she was an alchemist, I didn't say I didn't say she was a good one.
Do we have any money actually? Just not
I do have some gold.
I have some gold.
How much is that, Bones? The red one.
Oh, I don't know. Bones never have customer before. I give you this one for free.
Oh, that's so sweet, Bones. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that red potion. Thank you.
Yeah, you take the sort of red vial of liquid from Bones, and she just sort of gives you a smile.
Then just red liquid.
Now, why are you here at Bones' stall? You have business with Father Donovich?
We were going to ask about, well, Dusk here and how to possibly resurrect her, because we thought she died. But apparently she's alive.
Oh, so you know here to fix Father's problem?
Father has a problem?
Yes!
Who's father?
You new here? Father Donovich!
The owner of the church.
Bones, can you tell us about it?
Yes! Oh, dead lady, you remember, when Father brought you into the chapel, yes?
Yes.
Yes, you remember hearing the screams from the Undercroft, yes? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, the screams of Father Donovich's problem.
Do you know more, Bones?
Sorry, dead girl?
Do you have more information about this?
No, me no know. Father says it is beyond Bones. Bones only clean up and sell potion.
Don't call her dead girl, though. That's discriminatory.
Oh, I am sorry.
She's well alive.
I do not know dead girl's name.
Dusk's our friend.
My name is Dusk.
Oh, Dusk. That is a prettier name than dead girl.
Yes. Thank you. Maybe we should go talk to but I don't know which.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I'm glad that you're alive.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you back. I
You
mean,
were really
Claire,
nice to
speaking.
me sometimes.
Yeah, we need our angel.
I didn't actually think it would be this hard to see you die again.
Well,
It's weird how normal this suddenly is. That you're still here.
yeah.
Okay,
You
I'm
might
sorry, but
understand.
okay, is this? Can we take this and look at it as an if any of us die, we'll come back? What is this?
Not necessarily.
I don't think.
I wouldn't bet on it. Don't
Yeah,
sacrifice
that's-
yourself, please.
so
I
it's-
mean, what did you
Please
see?
don't.
Dusk, what happened when you died? What happened?
I saw a like I woke up in a graveyard, like spectral plane. I saw a man walk around me, spectral kind of looking. I'm pretty sure it was Kellenboy who offered me a new chance.
That's
Um,
a yes, you should definitely.
Sounds like limbo to me. Maybe we're
Yeah.
like one step under limbo, and then if we die here, we get to go and say like, no, I want to keep fighting, whatever, and then we come back.
But
The thing.
that's how they see you. I'm not religious
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
But I
I
come
mean,
back. I don't have like some magical gnome.
I
god.
wouldn't bet on nature bringing me back either. This realm
But I
seems
mean-
sketchy.
I mean, what
Do
if?
you know-
Because we never know. You never know. As like a religious
but-
person, you never.
But
Maybe
I don't want
her
to
God
find
is a
out.
real one.
I don't want to
Kaylee,
find
oh
out.
my god! Are you crazy? Like, this is a fucked up realm. There's no guarantee. I wouldn't bet on, like, Strahd bringing you back and being, like, a good guy here now, you know? We're pretty screwed. And please don't shoot yourself with a crossbow.
Right?
Well,
No,
I
no. But like, if the opportunity presents itself, I might be like, because respawn, right?
Oh god, no. Please don't
I don't
do
think you
this.
should count on it, Kaylee.
No.
If I'm
Don't
honest.
count
If you
on it.
want to
Fine,
try,
fine,
go
fine,
ahead.
fine. I won't.
I
I
know-
won't
We'll try and
sacrifice
respect
myself
you.
right away. I'll wait. Okay, I'll wait for a good moment. Okay.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Okay. Well, okay. I mean, let's think of it this way. Dusk is
let's-
back, relatively speaking, and let's be nice to her.
Thank you.
And let's not talk about taking our own lives as she just died. This is
Or
sensitive.
like taking access to the god. I don't think we need to
That is
Yeah,
really
that's-
insensitive,
discuss that
isn't
any
it? I'm.
further.
My
How about we just
apologies.
make our way to the church and
Yeah,
we're
I
done. Has-
think we should talk to Father Donovan, Donovan.
Yes.
He might know some things.
Yes, he might indeed.
Bones, is
Okay.
he in this church? Is he working in the church right now?
Yes, Father prays. Father prays most hours of the day.
Okay, thank you.
So you all go ahead upwards towards the church, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, as you sort of get closer to the church and you can see the front of its facade, the age and the decrepitness of the church that was obvious even from a distance is only more pronounced now as you get closer. You notice that there are these sort of sagging edifices of stone and wood. There is this long bell tower that rises towards the back. And you notice that upon the large wooden double doors, they are covered by claw marks and they are scarred by the kiss of fire. This building has obviously weathered assaults for centuries, and it is perhaps beyond repair at this point. It is barely standing upon its foundations.
Is it safe to go inside? It looks like it's gonna fall over
Yeah,
any second.
I've been in there. It's fine.
Should we
I hope so.
should we knock, or
I'm not sure if we should.
Let's just enter. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine. We
Yeah,
are,
who knocks in a church anyway?
Who doesn't just
We're-
walk into a church?
Guys,
You're not
we're
supposed
seven.
to be sinning.
Besides, we're true clerics. How can this possibly go wrong?
And a gnome. Who loves
Isn't
snow?
this the
Who
church
loves
of
snow?
your religion, Dusk?
We have our token gnome. I'm really happy. We're so diverse.
Token, no. Yeah.
He's a goblin, didn't you know?
Yeah.
No, wait, he's a dwarf.
Don't call him that. That's so unpolitically.
Oh, the
correct.
halfling.
Scroll down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me, bitch.
By the way, kind of off camera, I got together a new character art.
Right.
Can I just like, I should have pissed before, but I.
Me
like,
too.
My
Me too.
bladder
Please,
is dead.
please.
Can I just, like,
Go.
Yes, please.
Well, technically we are now behind.
Check it
Go for a
out.
quick break, guys. Quick break, 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Go ahead and do that.
Cool beans.
Oh my god, that's so cool, Sunny.
Yeah. It's now a sea elf, sort of.
Yeah.
I didn't know I couldn't even place the gills without hair.
That's
so-
really fucking cool. That I really like that.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
That's-
Right, I'll redo your token.
Thank you.
That's nice.
That is like very sea elven.
I did kind of redraw onto something different, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to have a more quickly. So it's not
Mhm.
completely original.
You
but
can
it's,
go ahead
it's good.
and put it in your character if you can.
I think I did.
All right.
But I like the diamonds in the head.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
a
you did, yeah.
cool thing. Our character really fits like a I don't know, like
It's
a
basically
sea
exactly what I'd expect to see out.
elf. Yeah, cool. Ooh.
Real bangable.
Oh my god.
If you don't mind the fish.
Thank you. Super fishing. Ultra fishing.
Don't be superficial.
Hey.
That's so stupid.
I do my best.
But yeah, I'm gonna I have free time off this week, so I have time to start the portraits. I really not the portrait, but the drawing together. It's gonna be like a cool project, and I want to do it like stylized and everything. I want to have like I kind of want to do it as like a portfolio piece, possibly. This is his original characters mostly, and so it's gonna take a while. Might be at the end of the session, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna send you guys updates. But I want to do like a 3D castle in the background, like Castlevania.
Good.
And do you mean like picture with every character?
Yeah, like we're gonna be like stacked up against each other,
Look
like in
up,
a combat scenario.
Look up Art of Castle Ravenloft. That's what you're looking for. Because you're going to be going there in this campaign eventually. And that's where you want to be looking.
What
Yeah.
do you do?
It's basically like the perfect, creepy castle in the background sort of.
Definitely.
What the wick are you doing? Does she even hear me?
No.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. We're gonna kill this fucker.
Ew, are you eating a banana, Hanami? Why is it so skinny? Do you have a huge mouth? Or you're like, ah! It's a little chode. It's a little, suck it. Suck the chode.
Which side? This side?
Yeah.
Don't shame the banana. All bananas are not created equal.
I got a new emote.
Wow. Oh my god, but I'm so excited for the picture thing. Like, I want to do like I kind of want to do like
sorry.
like
Oh, that's
all the
really
characters like close
nice.
together.
That's really nice. I love it. That's really great.
What?
Good
What?
job.
Oh, thank
the one
you.
you posted, that's really good.
I love it.
Oh, I like the colors too. I like
But
how you
definitely,
color block.
But it is like based off like I had a base that I found on the internet, and I just wanted something quickly because like the character I had right now didn't fit that thing
Yeah.
at all. So in the full picture it's gonna be all
I
redrawn.
really like it. That's so nice.
Alright.
But
Good job.
but I wanted her
Is
to
everyone
be more
back?
skinny and tall, you know.
I can see you,
So, like,
she back.
Yuki isn't back, I think.
I can't see Karma.
I can see
Still.
Karma and Yuki and you, Rick.
Should we
can't-
all
you
update
can't.
now that we have a
Okay.
chance? So
Okay,
we don't have
we'll
to
update. Okay.
keep saying this later when we're in the...
True. Yeah, let's do it.
I haven't been able
Why
to do
not?
it this whole fucking time.
I'm
I
not.
wasn't able to see everybody.
I just can't see Yuki. I think she turned the camera off.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all-
I mean she has to visit over, so it might be that.
Yeah.
Someone called Ruben. Ruben? I don't know.
Ooh.
Ruben,
Yeah.
like the sandwich. The meat. Sorry.
Definitely.
Turkey Reuben.
Exactly.
Oh. Oh, sipping that monster, fam.
You know what, Karma? I literally just realized what a turkey Reuben was because you just said that.
A turkey what?
Turkey
Well, a Reuben. A Reuben sandwich is normally like pastrami and pickle.
Oh, I've always wanted to try pastrami. I need to restart my page, but
Why?
it's crashed.
A Reuben sandwich.
Yeah, why? Why is it called that?
Why is it called that? I don't have a goddamn clue.
Was it a guy called Ruben?
Yeah, that's the name of Yuki's visitor, Reuben. And I said, what? You mean like the sandwich? Giving her the meat, haha.
Oh, wait.
Right, okay, so now
the
you
guy
can't-
that was in-
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, it's a Reuben sandwich. It's like a New York thing. That's
And the
sauerkraut
guy
with
that
cheese.
was her visitor. The
Pastrami.
guy in the.
Yeah, the guy, not the sandwich.
No, but he's Mr. Pastrami now.
Yes,
right?
he's Mr. Pastrami. Why not?
Definitely.
Italians are known for their
Is he American?
romanticism.
I think he's American, yeah.
Yeah.
He might be
Pastrami
pizza.
isn't,
So
so
he knows what a Reuben sandwich is.
You know, he might be like a past pizza, Italian, American.
He might be. No, guys, it's Travis Pastrami.
That's what Yuki's having.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
It's him. It's Travis.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis pastrami.
He has night terrors, but he throws himself
Oh.
off cliffs.
Karma,
Yes.
I figured out what my next character is gonna be.
Travis Pastrami. Pastrami.
No, look in
Expert
general.
of level 5 pastrami magic.
Look in general.
No! I can't let you do that. I can't because
Can't
that would
believe
mean
you've done that.
that would mean that you'd have to roll a level 20 character of each class.
Oh my god.
Ultra in.
It would be a level 20 fighter, level 20 wizard, level 20 sorcerer, level 20 cleric. The whole shebang.
Yeah.
And even then, you'd only get 2% of his power.
Yeah. You can't justify him in this game.
If you try and make a stat block for Shaggy, you can't write a number in the challenge rating. It's just infinite. That's the only thing you can just put the infinite there.
Fuck.
Fucking
Mission
shit.
failed. We'll get him next time.
Okay, next time.
Since
We
Yuki's
should-
missing, I'll run and piss too. I didn't think I needed to, but I'll do it anyway.
Oh, go drain it.
The absolute man.
Yeah.
Go
Look
great.
at
Actually did it.
But benefits
Oh my
of
God.
me being like I am and being together with Thomas is that we can pee and cross.
I thought you were gonna say.
What?
Yeah!
I thought you were gonna go another direction and
How-
say that you.
How romantical is
You
that?
can have
Yeah.
year and lightsaber fights in the toilet bowl.
We've done it. I
Okay, so story time.
Oh no.
Don't make it
I want-
like a long story.
Nope, it's very fast. I asked Paul to pee between my legs when I was on the toilet.
Were you drunk?
Oh no.
Yes,
Okay, good.
and I was sitting and I was like, "Hey, listen, if I go like this, do you think you can pee between them? Can we like double this up?" And
Did
Did
he
you
do
do
a
it?
pee on you?
he did it.
Oh no.
Uh,
Don't say you missed.
70% successful.
I tried that with Craig as well.
You.
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Okay, right, so you've all tried.
Yeah.
I've joked about it with Danny all the time, but she never lets me do it.
No, oh my god!
She's always like,
have
please
to
go away, please go away. What are you doing in my house?
That was completely different for me. It was like, please, Paul, come on, just pee between my... Just do it. Just pull it out. Just do it.
What the fuck did I come back
When
to?
she's weeing, when she's weeing, I'll like get the dick out and be like, do you mind if I use it too? And she's like, no, no,
No!
please, no.
Oh, come my god! It was worth it. It was funny. Even if it wasn't as successful as I would have
Even though
hoped.
you got wee on your...
Yeah, yeah. My legs at least. No, but it's interesting.
That's so cute. Oh my
Yuki,
gosh,
are you
this is
back?
the first thing.
It's not cute. It's 6 years
Yeah,
together.
I'm back.
Alright.
It's the first thing I'm gonna do after I get a surgery. That's get
Do it
Thomas.
right now. You just
Can we
put your
can we reconnect everybody one more time?
Honestly, can everyone reconnect? Because I can't.
Yeah, that's what I
see
mean.
Wiccan.
That's what I
But
mean.
when you say reconnect, do you mean like
Yeah.
refresh,
Cogwheel.
or should I?
Cogwheel
No,
at the
cogwheel.
top right.
And at the bottom, reconnect to chat.
You can also right click your name and just reconnect all. It does the same.
Yeah, you can do
The
that.
whole thing.
You're just
yeah.
to make sure you don't have your webcam on, right, Freya?
No.
And if they're black, that means it's just taking a moment. Just give it a moment and they will appear.
It's kind of
Then
racist.
they'll turn white like this. Just...
Yeah.
Can't
Proper
say that.
simulation.
Oh my god.
That's gonna,
People
that's
soon-
gonna be in the recording.
People gave
now,
Michael
so
Jackson
camera.
time, and look what happened.
Yeah.
At least it's unlisted, so people can't see without. the
Yeah,
name.
that's true.
Could get banned.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
right
there are
now,
worse things on YouTube.
Yes, there are like YouTube rerun. I can't see Hinami now.
yes,
I can see
yeah.
you. I can see you fine though.
I
I
don't
can
really need to
see
see
everyone
this,
as I
okay.
used to see. I can see Karma and Wiki, but there was a point where I
Whatever.
but interestingly enough, there was a point where I was able to see Karma and Wick, but not the others. So
I feel like it's not worth battling over, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I
can
think
see
I've got all the
there
time.
might be like
I-
you guys might be like hooked up with like the connection, and we might be in another like group or
Yeah,
something.
who knows?
I can see the most important person. That's Karma.
Sorry,
Oi,
Shade.
what about ya, bro?
I blue screened.
It's not a big.
Oh no.
Are you getting back when Wick gets back in? We'll start.
Yeah.
Are we kind of doing a smaller session today? If we're like because of the time.
I mean, it depends
It
on how long
depends.
people want to
It
stay.
depends how long you want to stay. Really, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Since,
I
since we
I
missed
think we should.
like, since we missed like so much.
We were an hour late. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Yeah.
But we have.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's just I can't do like too much beyond 12, so or I shouldn't do
You
beyond
guys,
12.
you guys tell me when to stop. Don't worry about it.
Can we try to quit it at 12 if that's okay?
That's fine by me.
Cool.
Okay.
Do it earlier if
I'm
people want.
back.
I'm fine.
I think I'm back.
We're still playing tomorrow as well, I believe. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Yuki
plan. That's
said
that's the
it
working-
might not work though.
No, Yuki said she might be an hour late, and that's totally fine. I can work that into the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. You again. I'll set the scene. You're approaching this church. It's on this long winding path up this hill. It is sort of like barely holding itself together here. The double door, the large wooden arch double doors, have these claw marks all over them. They're scarred by sort of burns and fire over the years. And you can see there's these flickering light that are shining through literal holes in the roof. You can see through the musty, dank, dirty windows that there is like this shimmer of light coming out of the chapel. But that's all you can see right now. That's the facade church there.
Are you back, Wick?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I wanna run to the chapel.
I can't see your
Right, yeah.
cam.
Leave
Oh,
it.
Yep,
shit.
there's these great double doors in front of
There we go. Yeah.
But okay.
Just leave it.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I can see everybody.
It's fine.
Okay.
Should we just open them and walk in? It's just a church.
I suppose. Yeah.
I
there-
decided to push the door open and stop listening to everybody asking if they should do something or not.
What an alpha.
Wow. So elf.
Oh my
It's
god.
the dick. It's the huge dick.
We're going inside, Karma.
You aren't moving
Right.
at all.
Okay. Yeah, you heave these double doors open. They open up to a large, very brightly lit chapel. The hall itself is unlit, and immediately this reek of rot and mildew sort of hits your senses.
Oh, there's
you-
enemies.
You see in front of you, I've got to set the scene first, goddammit. You can see this chapel in front of you. It's strewn with debris. There are these pews that have sort of been hacked in half, and there's this wood all over covering the floor. There are two men. One sat by a pew in silent prayer, and the other a sort of short, squat, balding man in priest's garments. You see him thumbing prayer beads and reciting a quiet prayer that you can just hear like a faint whisper. As you begin slowly approaching into the chapel, the prayer sounds, the soft sounds of this man's whispered prayer are blotted out by an inhuman scream. That rises up from beneath the wooden floor. As the scream echoes throughout the chapel, the priest only begins to more fervently thumb his prayer beads.
I walk up to Antoine. Father.
Oh, child! Yes, you have returned, yes?
I have returned. I found my friends. Bones told me that you needed help with, you had a problem that you needed help
Yes.
with.
Yes.
I believe me and my party can help you out.
Thank Pelo. Oh, I have been searching and praying, desperate, as he's crying out once again. You hear yet another scream coming from below the wooden raspberry. And you also hear, after the scream, this sort of gargled voice of perhaps used to be a young man crying out, "Father, I'm starving!" in amongst the scream.
Well,
This seems sketchy. Are we supposed to be here?
Yes.
Father, can you tell?
I mean,
What-
he did after
what
all
do you
help
need help
Dusk.
with?
So I feel like we should repay him somehow.
Yeah, but what with what? Feeding him?
Well,
How do we
don't,
feed him?
We don't know what his issue is yet. Dusk's talking
Yeah.
to him.
Father, what is the issue? How can we assist you?
Say this with a heavy heart, and I trust you, child, not to tell the village. I don't know how long you have been in this realm, you and your friends, but you have heard, you know of the devil. Yes, Lord Strahd.
Yes, of course we do.
Yes, yeah. A little more than a year ago, myself, a few villagers, and my dear son, Dor, we stormed the Castle Ravenloft in revolt. We had been told by a wizard in black robes that came to this land from a faraway realm that perhaps there may have been a weakness in the devil's defensive that we could have explored. The wizard died by Strahd's hand, as did my dear son. He came back to me about a few nights afterward, but he was not the same. The devil changed him, turned him into a beast. A beast who hungers. I managed to trap him in the under, and he remains there to this. He has cried to me every night for a year. Do you know how that feels as a father, to hear your son in pain day and night? I pray here, hoping that somehow the gods can hear me and tell me how to save him without destroying. For I love my dear son, but I do not know what to do with him anymore, and I don't know how long he has left.
I'm sorry. What do you want us to do?
I do not know. I don't know how. I do not know how you can help me. I merely know that he screams, and again you hear sort of interspersed as he speaks with this literal, just constant blood curdling, pain racked scream coming from the wooden floorboards. I do not know. I do not know what to do.
Did we hear all this?
Yes, you all heard this. He's just addressing Dot.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He lies in the undercroft, beneath the wooden floor here. It is once upon a time a place of esteemed burial, but now it merely serves as a chamber for my lost son.
That is quite unfortunate.
May we take a look?
Can you take her?
It's just, yeah.
As long as you want. As far down as you want.
Have you visited him?
He eyes each of you suspiciously. Yes, I can take it to him. I am but a mortal man. Even though he is my son and I love him dearly, he still strikes a great fear in me. Come, I will show. He takes a sort of loop of rusty iron keys from a sort of little satchel on his priest garments, and he walks over to this side of the church, where you see there is this sort of stone door that has like these ramps that lead down, presumably into the undercroft itself. You can hear now very clearly through this door. This is where the screamers are originating, and they are like directly beneath you. He unlocks the door and slowly creaks it open. The doors beneath the stairs, they are open. Thankfully, my son has not attempted to fully come into the body of the chapel. However, I dare not accompany you past here. I do not want to see what Doru has become.
It's completely understandable. We'll take care of
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get some
we'll take care
details
of the
for you.
problem now.
Yeah, sure, it's gonna be fine. I'm a cleric. I hope I can maybe do something, but I can't promise anything.
Yes, of course. Any help that you can give my poor son, it is most well. With that, do you head straight through the door?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you go through the door. He closes It's coming from this direction.
I guess we follow the screams.
Yeah, just follow the screens. Be careful.
Run away.
I don't think you
Show yourself.
walk in front, Namin.
As
Nah,
you
fine.
go, as you slowly head forward, you hear the rattling of chains coming from the west side of the room.
Over there, I heard some chains. I heard something over there. Some chains or something.
I hide behind the pillar.
Can I do a check like to sort of I don't know, see around the room if I can
It's
see
okay. I'm
further in?
going to reveal him.
Okay.
The candlelight sort of flickers from down from the chapel above through the wooden floorboards, sort of vaguely illuminating the undercraft. And using this candlelight, you glimpse a gaunt shape of a man in the far corner. I'll go ahead and show a quick handout to everyone of the being that you see. You see him, rusted manacles by his wrists and by his ankles, chain him to the wall. He is emaciated, deathly thin, and deathly pale, and he's sort of idly sort of writhing against these manacles, and he lets out a scream that you recognise as the screams that you've heard echo throughout the chapel. After he screams, he sort of just curls up in a ball on the floor and appears to sob.
Is it chained to the wall?
Yes.
I want to unlock his chain.
He hears
stop
the footsteps.
from doing that.
He hears the footsteps coming towards him.
That's also the challenge here.
It's so putting off to hear stuff in the background. He sort of bears against his restraints, and immediately his eyes flicker up, and he has this sort of wide-eyed stare. He looks at Vivi as Borg sort of attempts to sort of hold her back. He sniffs and howls and bares his teeth. I can smell your blood. And he just sort of begins lunging against his manacles, hold fast against the wall.
Yeah, that's.
Do you have a death
Calm
wish,
down.
Vivi?
We're here to help you.
Maybe.
Help! No help! Only feed! Only feed!
What do you want for food?
He wants you, you dumb idiots. Back off.
Will you step back?
Need.
I have lots
need
of
your-
blood. I can
I
make
need
some
your blood.
sausage and cook for you.
Father has
my
Father
God.
has sent me food. Yes, and he's being smashing against his manacles. You can hear, like faintly, the crunch of bones as his wrist bones begin shattering against the manacles. He's pulling them that hard.
Can I? I'm gonna use cure wounds or healing words.
You can if you wish. You can attempt to. Yes.
On who?
On him, I guess.
At level 2 this time.
You can do it. Okay, I'm not gonna have you use a spell slot because as you begin casting the incantation, you recognise immediately this is beyond you. This isn't any sort of like damage that you can heal.
Oh God, this is bad, you guys. Vivi, back off. This is not good. I'm getting bad vibes from this.
I take out my mirror and let the monster play with it and look at himself.
Oh my God, you mongoloid.
Vivi reaches and puts herself within arm's reach of the beast. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Vivi.
Oh my God.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
As you sort of approach and reveal your arm to within arm's reach of the vampire, Doru lunges out and slashes against your arm and gets some blood on his hands and begins sort of shoving it into his mouth ravenously.
What did I say about bloodsuckers?
He hits
What?
you. Please take 8 slashing damage as your arm has been sort of ripped up.
Okay, do I write that in my character sheet?
Yes.
Isn't this the time for Borg to just hit him with the axe? Like,
That's not gonna help the priest
No, I mean,
necessarily.
Yeah. It's a vampire boy.
do you remember that potion you got from Bones?
The red liquid vial.
Yeah.
Do you think that will help?
Maybe it's blood.
Seems to like blood, and I'm pretty sure that.
Rule 1: don't feed vampires blood. That's like.
Well, I'll
Have you
give
guys
it to you,
seen-
but
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going close to that thing.
Right. Maybe it will
That's
calm down.
fine.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Maybe it
I
will
should-
calm down.
We should
Do
feed
we
it
have-
crossbows.
No, but do we have like? Okay, so I have.
I think we should
I have
mercy
arrows.
kill it.
No,
I
please.
think we should mercy
please.
kill it.
Listen, I have arrows. Do we have some kind of container? We can make a thing and just like hold it up to its face and see if it helps. If it doesn't help, then we'll fuck off or kill it or whatever.
I think we owe the
Right?
priest to at least try and help his son.
Right, exactly. So
But
let's
is the priest
I-
dumb? I mean, he's a
Do-
goddamn priest.
Okay, well,
I don't know what you say, but the priest helped me.
see,
Can
exactly.
we all
Does
get
anyone
together
have-
and restrain this beast and then
No, there's
destroy
no
its
use
claw?
No, there's no use in Please, anyone, does anyone have like a container for blood?
I have a red liquid vial. I don't think there's any container.
Yeah, but
will
how
do
do we
any better.
make? How do we give it to him without getting caught then?
Roll
I
it
can
over
tie
the
the
floor
vial.
or something.
If
Okay,
it's blood,
right,
he'll
let's
fucking.
try-
I'm sure he'll drink it.
Let's try that then. See what happens.
Alright.
He's staring at you, sort of wide-eyed, sort of licking the dried blood off his fingers as you're all talking. You roll the vial towards him.
Yes, I rolled a vial.
Is there a cork on it to begin with?
I assume so. I put it in my backpack.
Yes, there's a cork, and it's like a glass vial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
you roll it
it's
towards him, and he begins scrambling across the floor, grabs it, and rather than pull the thing off, he literally bites into it and starts lapping up the liquid inside. However, he only has a few tastes before his face sours, and he throws it to the floor, and he begins spitting it out and sputtering it along the floor.
Well, that wasn't blood at all.
Maybe it was.
I think that was.
Animal blood.
No,
I was
don't
hoping
think
it
that
would.
was blood.
I was hoping it wouldn't be, but that it would actually have some effect on him.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like,
Let's
don't
mercy kill
feed
him.
vampires.
I
blood.
think we should mercy kill the vampire.
But,
What
okay.
about the priest? Freya
Let-
doesn't want
yeah.
to hurt the priest.
Let's
I don't
think
think
about
we
this
should.
rationally, because like we could face serious consequences if we kill the son of a priest. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah, we
I don't
would
wanna
probably
fuck with
be
the
in.
Vatican.
Yeah, we'd probably be in this dungeon if we're gonna kill him. You know, locked up, and that's a bad idea.
We are locked up. He locked the doors
Yeah.
behind us.
He locked the door.
But like locked up, like a chain.
I'm pretty sure that he locked the door behind us so that he could feed his son. So
After he's finished sputtering,
We're
he looks
fine.
back at each of you, and he begins pulling against his manacles with ever greater force. I need to feed. I need it. And you see, to your horror, the wall begins to give way slowly. With each.
Okay.
we need to do something. I think we just fucking
Guys.
kill this thing now.
No,
Yeah.
shut up. You guys are new here, and
I-
you guys haven't learned that this is a kill.
We don't
or
have
be
much
killed.
time. You don't have any. Fucking
Shut
let's
it.
do something.
What do we do then?
Shut
Tell
it.
us what to do.
We have a huge orc. Let's just punch his face.
We're
in.
killing it.
He's rolled a strength
We're
check.
killing
He
it.
succeeded.
We are
One brick
killing
comes
it.
flying out of the wall, and he's only held on by the manacle on his left hand now as he begins pulling at the
I
brick.
use spike growth
I use
again.
scorching ray.
And we can't really use. Like, can I use spike growth?
Yes.
I don't see the thing.
Anyone else? Do
Should
anything
have
to
let
him?
me just fucking knock him in the head.
Can
Anyone else do anything to him now? Otherwise, he's gonna.
I want
Where
to
is
swing
it?
my axe in order to try and pin his arm with my blade to the wall.
I
again.
want to
I
do
want a
a
longbow.
really nice stab in his back leg so he can't run against us on two.
Each of you roll attacks immediately. I don't care what. No descriptions. He's gonna burst out now. You need to do it now.
I don't know. I'm really bad.
So
at that.
I will damage anyway. If it
Where's my
hits-
hernia? There.
Okay, just as you all begin bearing down upon him, the last restraint breaks out of the brickwork, and he lays with his hands and knees across the floor, and he looks up at you with wide eyes, just as all these attacks descend on him at once. Some of you go for his legs, some of you shoot to kill, some of you shoot to maim. Nevertheless, all the attacks strike him, and he falls to the floor, motionless.
Are we sure he's dead?
What? That's
I don't feel so good.
Kaylee, can you
Did
check?
we all
well
kill
done.
it?
Or can you check with the axe if he's dead?
Poke him.
It's currently stuck in him.
And that's fine. Let's.
You hear.
Someone hit him again. He's not dead.
The
I
familiar,
woke up. I woke up.
the familiar sound of a death rattle as air leaves his lungs. You see a small puddle of blood begin to form underneath his head.
Bloodsucker.
Can you try and heal
Oh
him?
my god.
Heal him.
Heal him?
Want him back? Just
Why the fuck
smash
will
his
we
head
heal
in. Fucking
Well,
smash
Let's
his
just
head
drink
in.
your blood. I don't. You know what? I'm sick of this. I don't give a shit about the priest. I don't give a shit about how emotionally damaged
Yeah, I'm
he
sure
is.
that's
This
fine,
is a
Kaylee.
bloodsucker.
Let's do something about him. Just make sure that
Can we
he's dead.
carry
It's
the
a
body
bloodsucker.
up to the
No.
altar?
We're not gonna We're not gonna carry a goddamn vampire.
No,
Dusk.
We're
exactly.
carrying a
Leave
son
the
back to his
bloodsucker.
father.
Dusk, can you do anything about the
Sorry,
vampires?
Dusk, you try to work your necromantic magic and bring his spirit back to his body, but he isn't at 0 hit points, he isn't unstable, he's dead.
Leave the bloodsucker. Leave it. Ew.
Alright. Well,
Is there nothing else Dusk knows about
is there any loot on him?
dead bodies that can like help us in this situation that can ultimately also help the priest? Please
Uh,
We
enlighten
helped
us.
the priest. We got rid of his
I-
problem.
There's
Well-
nothing more that I can do.
Let's bring the body up to the priest so
No,
we can
let's-
revive him.
No.
There's nothing we can
Yes.
do. There's nothing we can do.
He's a dead guy, and vampires should be dead. Like, think
Yeah,
of Strahd. It is
thank
probably a vampire.
I like
you know,
this
like,
one.
thank you. I'm glad we have another elf in here. For God's sake.
Can I
Exactly.
just say something? Like we haven't really heard anything about vampires yet, so I don't know what.
Bloodsuckers are everywhere.
I know you guys are new here, but vampires are common here. This is a fact.
Just listen to her. See.
Yeah. Can I just check with you, Karma? Do I actually know if there are vampires?
Sorry?
Do I know there are vampires in the Barovia?
You don't necessarily esoterically know for sure that there are vampires in Barovia. Right, let me put it this way. We know that there are wolves in the forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even if we didn't know that there are wolves in the forest, if you were in a forest and you saw a big dog that howled and was grey and was 4 foot long and wanted to eat you,
Yes.
you'd know it was a wolf. You see what I mean?
But is it like? But it's not common to know that if these are vampires.
What he's saying
But you don't
is that
know
me
whether
and
you don't academically know there are vampires in Barovia.
But me and
you
you,
just
we
see
know.
a human, gaunt and skinny, long fangs, eyes wide, saying he wants to drink your blood.
So like bloodsuckers. We call them
So
bloodsuckers.
it's not
Yeah.
like knowledge,
I call
it's
them
like stories.
Oh no!
Okay, sorry, that was
I
just a
call them
tangent. We can move on. I'm sorry, that was just a little.
Bloodsuckers ate my dad.
So what should we do now then? Should we just leave it and go upstairs again?
We can't
We-
really do that because the door is not locked.
Maybe
Then let's explore this room then.
Let's just
Well,
explore
you,
a bit.
you can always knock on the door.
Yeah,
And
like, just
see what
knock the
happens.
door.
No.
You knock upon the woodwork. You hear the familiar voice of Father Donovan. Oh, yes. Have you done the deed?
We have indeed.
Killed your son.
We have done a deed at least.
We got rid
Yeah,
of
silence.
your problem, Father.
Silence from the others. You hear as the lock unlatches.
Motherfucker.
And
Okay.
slowly, Donovich opens the door and appears in front of you. He looks at each of you. You have done what?
We got rid of your problem, Father. We were in
I
grave danger.
in front, and
We had to
He
think
was a
of our own
bloodsucker.
safety,
He was
and
a-
it went that way. Sorry.
I'm sorry to say this, but your son was a vampire.
Yes.
It's the
I know he was a vampire. He was my son. And you kill him. You come into my chapel. I welcome you. I ask for your help, and you murder my son.
He was in pain. He was in pain. He was shackled in your basement, not able to fulfill his purpose. Did you want that for him?
And I'll show you my wounds that he slashed at me.
He's
and
completely
almost
ignoring
killed.
all of you at this point. He goes to sit at a pew. He is sobbing uncontrollably. He is inconsolable.
We did the best we could. Fuck's sake. Ugh.
I
Dusk,
feel like
Dusk, can you please go console this old idiot? Like, we know, but
it's not gonna.
There's not much we can do. We killed this man's son.
the thing.
The
in
best
his
thing
basement-
we can do for him now is just go leave. I don't think he wants to see us.
No, I don't. I think he wants
Fine.
to get out of here.
Fine.
We shouldn't be.
There's nothing we can do.
I mean, if we're lucky, we saw what happened to Dusk. We don't know if it applies to vampires, but maybe somehow they will come back in another shape or form. I mean, we've seen the villagers of Barovia. We don't really know how they work. Maybe he's gonna come back somehow.
You also notice the man previously locked in silent prayer is now looking towards you, sort of like he's still pretending he's in prayer, but every so often he catches glances towards you, he's clearly listening in on the conversation. But he doesn't approach you or anything like that.
Did we notice him look at us?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're being watched.
That guy over there is definitely looking at us. Who was he anyways? I never talked to him, but
You never talked to him,
No,
I don't know.
I didn't even notice him before we got into the basement.
should we talk to him? See if he knows.
Yeah. Well, if he's watching us, let's go ask him why.
Sure.
Do you all begin to approach him? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can everyone move their token so I know what's going on?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ismark, the man sort of like does a double take and sees that you're approaching. He sort of dusts himself up and stands to meet you. He sort of gives this like sort of fake smile. You notice he is one of the sole individuals of Barovia. He has this sort of a long blonde hair down to his shoulders. He has sort of a little sort of mock goatee beard. He's wearing what you assume to be quite expensive fine clothes. However, they are dusty, they are creased, they are dirty. He extends a sort of pale hand towards the first person who approaches him and says, Ismark Kolyana, pleased to meet.
I go there and shake his hand.
It's a bit of a chirpy reaction to what just happened in the doorway over there.
He sort of takes your hand and sort of shakes it and places his hand over it. Pardon my manner for eavesdropping there. I have been helping Father with his business here. Not many of the villagers particularly want to come to this church anymore after they've heard the screaming. I've heard what you've done. You have slain the beast
That wasn't
down there.
our purpose, but yeah, we had
It
to.
was
It
kind
was
of
self-defense.
It was self-defense. Yes, I agree. This is stupid, you know?
Regardless,
This is
Did you?
it takes a certain measure of person to be able to take a life like that.
that's not a
Don't
human
worry
life.
about it. Don't worry about
That's
it.
not a human life.
Or an elf's
Like
life.
we had
It's,
a fucking choice.
Yes.
it's an animal.
Keep your voices down. I agree wholeheartedly. Merely, it is terrible to see Father Donovich in such a state, but I'm glad that you were able to call that big. I saw you as well outside the death house on the outskirts of the village. You seem to have gone in and been the first ones to come back out. That's never happened before. You seem capable. Yes.
Well, you could
Outsiders.
say.
I have not seen you before. This is excellent. This is. Pardon me. We must discuss this further. Are you familiar with the blood of the vine?
Yes.
Yes. We will journey there if you will accompany me, and we will have drinks and we will discuss current events and what needs to be done in this
He did
village.
say drink. I should
Yes.
go for it.
Oh, I'd almost forgotten about all the ale with all this slaying
Exactly,
going
right?
on. Sign me up.
So you agree? Yes, you will meet me at the town.
Yes.
You will accompany
Yes.
me down to the
You
tavern.
will come-
I
Yeah.
don't
Excellent,
necessarily
excellent.
care about the ale, but I want to see what this guy has to say about the situation. So I think we should follow.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. He begins leading each of you out. He has this, as he walks, he has this like sort of regal, broad up his spine sort of stance. He's clearly of some sort of higher birth, and while he is trying his best to keep himself composed while he talks to you, he's clearly frantic and he has a lot on his mind. So eventually, you head back to the Blood of the Vine, where you find yourselves now. You enter, and he leads you towards a table at the far end of the tavern. The tavern's completely empty at this, except the Arik, the lone bartender, once again mindlessly polished the countertop of the bar. He leads you all towards the table. Drinks, yes? Would anyone like a drink?
I'd love a drink, please.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Biggest ale you can find.
Do you have wine? I'd like some white wine.
Yes, I can get you ale and wine. Yes, yes. But a
Yes,
moment. He
perfect.
turns
One of
towards
each thing.
Arik. He turns towards Arik and begins to sort of like whisper and gesture to him as Arik sort of stares at the man and also stares at each of you at the table. Arik makes it clear that he says something and he wants you guys to hear it as well as Ismark. Madam Eva's hospitality is run out. So drinks will be 20 gold each from each of them.
20 gold.
Ismark waves his hand. Not a problem, I will pay. And
What?
gets out a very large leather pouch, jingling with gold inside, and slams it onto the counter. That will be a drink of wine and mead for each of them, thank you. Arik just nods after a fashion and turns around and begins to go get the drinks. Ismark sort of saunters back to the table and sits down with the slightest of a smile spread across his lips.
You certainly have a lot of gold to.
You
just
certainly
be able
are a wealthy man, Ismail.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes. My circumstances will become clearer as I tell you about my misgivings and my predicament. Now, I am not ashamed to say this, despite my new birth. I require help. Direly, in fact.
With
That's the point.
You are outsiders, yes.
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 We have
You've
arrived
heard.
fairly recently.
You have heard whispers of the devil,
Yes.
the count,
Yes.
the prince, Strahd. Yes.
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 I have reason to believe that my sister has become a target for Strahd. The past few weeks now, she has awoken, dripping with sweat, thrashing at the darkness, screaming for Strahd. Nightly visits by that fiend. I've seen the marks upon her neck. I'm sure a few days ago you saw the killing of that poor woman in the square.
We did,
we
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I fear for my sister. Not only do I fear for her safety here in Barovia, but I fear what Strahd may do to her. My father is the maid, but he has taken sick over the past few weeks, and so the running of the town, or what little duties my father had, has fallen to me. So I have been unable to juggle my civil responsibilities with caring for my father and caring for my. I require your assistance in this. If you will accompany me to my father's manor house, we can discuss this further. I need to be away from prying ears. There's a little double take.
Does your dad have ale?
As it happens, my father was quite the collector of rare liquors and gins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't care about that fancy swill. Just give me ale and I'll...
I'm sure he will have some ale or perhaps mead in the cellar, yes.
Great. Sign me up. Let's go get smashed. What was your name again?
This is kind of sketchy, isn't it?
I apologize. I've forgotten my manners. Each of you. My name is Mark Kolyana.
What's your...
Pleased to meet you.
What's the mayor's... What was your dad's name?
My dad. My father was known as Darren Kolyana, but he has not been seen in public for some weeks now due to his illness.
Alright.
Well, I'm Namin. I am a very intelligent gnome. No,
I can see.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Namin. And he extends a hand to him.
And I extend my hand up because I'm short.
Graciously met my young gnome friend.
These are my friends. I've known them for maybe a week. Some of them a few days. You can introduce yourself, so I'm not gonna bother. Not too smart.
I feel like maybe we should get to that part once we actually get to your manor.
Yes, I completely agree. Formalities are unnecessary, especially in such a public place. If you accompany me.
Of course.
Yep.
Sure.
You all leave the inn back out towards the village of Barovia. Again, it is sort of the late evening as you head down from the Blood of the to the south. So you all see my arrow?
Yeah.
Towards this distinguished building at the bottom of the township. As you all head through the town centre, you also see a sort of makeshift sort of cart, like a wooden cart, and you see an old woman putting like various what appear to be some sort of food, like pies, into the cart, and softly whistling as she trundles away towards the west out.
She seemed rather happy compared to most other
compared
people.
to other people, yeah. Maybe she really likes pie.
Right, great. So you head south towards the manor house. It sort of opens at the back of the and it's like a straight walk towards this sort of large mansion house. It's resting behind a rusting iron fence. You get closer to it, you see that the iron gates have been sort of twisted and torn, and the left gate sort of hangs wearily against the wind, sort of clattering against the fence. There are weeds choking the grounds, and there are these like snaking ivies that snake up the walls of the manor house. There is this path leading towards a door. You notice, just like the church, there are claw marks and burns against this large wooden. You can see that there is a faint light coming from the windows of the manor house. Some are intact, but some are also smashed, and some are boarded up with planks. Ismark just sort of begins to lead you towards the door itself.
This seems more run down than I would imagine the mayor's house to look like. All the claw marks
It
and
looks sketchy.
everything.
Everything in this place looks sketchy.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of marks as on the church's Strahd.
Oh yeah.
We should be prepared at least.
Maybe these guys get bloodsucker visits as well.
Oh god.
Perhaps.
You never know.
He did say that he agreed.
I'll give you a quick, just a little handout to see who you're looking at. That's Ismark.
Oh, he's kind of handsome.
Yeah, he's not dour. He's not quite as dour as the rest of the inhabitants
He
of the
looks
Barovia.
kept.
Yeah, exactly. He looks kempt. He has semi-nice clothes, even if they are dirty, sort of worn.
He's not,
Go on.
he's not a Barovian, like he's not blue.
No, he's not blue. He has a soul. You know, you've encountered some that have souls that are like have regular human skin and stuff.
Yeah.
He appears as a soul human being. He approaches the door and gives it a light knock. You hear from behind the door a faint woman's voice. "Who's there?" Ismark remarks towards the door. "Fear not, my sister. It is I. I have found people that may be able to assist." Silently, you hear the latch unfold from the back of the door, and the door slowly creaks open towards you. Ismark gestures you to follow him.
I just stroll inside and just walk inside.
Yeah. Let's go.
Quick pace.
Since the gnome already walked in, I'm supposed to choose for.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. Where's the ale?
Each of you follow into this large manor house. I'll go ahead.
I can't see my token, but
You
it's
didn't
going
move
You
it
don't
fine.
need to right now.
Oh, right. That makes sense. 'Cause
But that was the old one, though.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I really need a break soon. How is that?
Sure.
Aren't
Is
we
that something
stopping
we
soon
can-
anyway?
Well,
Oh,
like an hour.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was an hour left.
Okay, we'll have a 5-minute break then. Sure, why
Okay,
not?
okay, I'll be right back.
Not really. I'm good now, I think.
Karma, for future reference, like, say once we've wrapped up this campaign or whatever, would it be possible to, like, ask you about certain situations in the campaign that we've just done, about, like, what other things could have happened
yeah.
if we didn't make the decisions we made?
Yeah, because I was
'Cause
really
I'm
curious.
stupid curious about stuff like that.
We should have like a
Yeah, of course.
reunion. We should have a
'cause-
reunion, like in character.
No.
To ask,
Mm-hmm.
out of character, did you think you could use Spread the Dying after you said?
Yeah.
No, because vampires are apparently undead. I looked it up.
Don't look it up.
Don't look things up. It ruins the
Okay.
game.
It ruins the game.
I've got to change the entire stat block for every goddamn vampire in this campaign.
Mm-hmm. So, like, don't look anything up regarding, like, what
Yeah.
kind of, like, what
Yeah,
characters
it
are.
won't
Although you
help
can-
anything.
You can make a logical leap that vampires are.
Yeah, exactly. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
even though I would, like, think, yeah, sure, like, I was unsure if, like, a vampire would be counted as, like, being undead. But
Oh.
I just, like, in RP, I'm still gonna, like, try to, like, keep this guy from, like, dying since I've made a, like, since Priest has, like, helped me out. So, it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And like, we didn't necessarily know that it was a vampire. It could have.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It really seemed like one.
But I think it's good that we call him like a bloodsucker. That kind of keeps it like so we don't associate like the features of vampire to him. But it's
And
like
Karma
it's someone
added-
who sucks blood, who's thin, have the features.
Karma
could assume
added
he's-
that it didn't have 0 hit points. It was actually dead, and it says you touch a living creature that's 0 hit points, so it wouldn't have worked.
No, yeah, I know, but it's still like, still it adds to.
The point is, Dusk is role playing to try.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing to
like,
do with mechanics. It's
it's-
completely separate from
It's
gameplay.
like all I do is like I roleplay. It's all I do.
It's like how, you know, in a movie where someone knows that a character's dead, but they still try and shake them awake. It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could totally be kind of a cynical type, like in game, and be like try to follow in game in worlds.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, don't even.
laws.
It's dead. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
be kind of a racist even, like towards
I think the point is like
dead people.
RPing in D&D. That's like the game. You don't know anything outside the game. You don't have Google inside the game. You can't say that it has 0 hit points because that's
Also,
not a part of
like-
the game.
Hit points
Yeah.
is an abstraction. Hit points don't really exist. They're an
Yeah,
abstraction.
exactly.
to
It's
That's
nature.
something that we know, so we
Yeah, exactly.
just
Also,
can put a number on how
like-
much health we have.
Also think like, as soon as we like found out what the what session we would, I kind of have a feeling that some people might have looked like some stuff about what we were kind of doing
I mean,
in this. And I'm
Part
just
of
like,
me thinks it's kind of. If it's straight away a pre-packaged module and it says Curse of Strahd in
Yeah.
big letters on Roll20, I don't mind if people just look it up and see what it's all about. I don't mind.
Yeah,
I haven't
As
actually.
long as people aren't looking up like specific plot points and shit. that's
That's
Yeah.
not cool.
exactly. I was just.
I just like, yeah, I was really curious about the house, so I just looked up like some stuff about it. Like I was really curious about it. That's all I
What,
was.
Yeah.
the house, the first two.
Yeah, the house. I just wanted to know like what it was all about and like see if we missed
No,
something. in the
guys,
house.
you can ask me that, and I will reveal it to you after the session. All you've got to do is ask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Remember,
cool.
the Death House arc is completely gone now. I can tell you everything. I can ask her. I can answer any questions.
It's like a campaign you go through in single player, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Once
Yeah.
you pass something, you can go back and try it again if you really want to. But
Well,
here, like,
it's literally like,
can't.
what was really going on there? And then you literally just go to the main menu, and a narrator can tell you the lore of what happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like that.
But I like this. This is cool. I totally can dig this.
Yeah, I
think
prefer to not spoil myself at all. I was just
I
really
agree.
curious about that thing.
I'm in the
I didn't
Death
know
Star.
that at first, so I googled up like one of the characters level. Like,
Yeah, you did, but it's your
okay.
first session. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I had no
The
idea.
point, you did that quickly, and you said it, so it doesn't matter because we got rid of that.
But
Yeah.
Karma,
Yes.
I was really curious if it wasn't dead or not. Should I just ask you about it even though it happened in the past?
Yeah, you can just ask me. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you
And
instead of doing...
see. Here's the thing. This is what I do. Karma, are vampires undead? Roll me a religion check.
Yeah.
If you succeed, you. See what I mean?
Exactly.
If people are going to be googling, we might as well just throw the whole game away because it breaks that whole interaction.
Yeah.
Agree. That's cool. I sort of. By the way, I've sort of, since I'm so new to the game, I tried making a character for the type of like a character, but I'm sort of rolling with my own personality now. So
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm sort of resetting the personality, just so like
Fine,
to
it's
get
totally
into
fine.
the game. Yeah.
Just work with it as you go. Work with it as you go.
But I just wanted to be like, do you guys to be aware of that? So I'm not like the scholar type necessarily anymore, or any of the things I said. Just roll with what I'm doing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
I've stopped doing the voices because I keep messing them up.
I think they're adorable. You should do them.
I
They're
would
great.
do voices, but not this late. Like if I'm
Yeah.
alone in the house, then yeah, sure, I
Thi-
can
Yeah,
go into it a
like
bit.
I have an idea for another character, which is like a drunk dwarf, and if I was playing that one, I would make like the drunk sounds though. But the thing is, my character now is just basically a human that's like not doing anything. So I'm not really
Your character's very sort of stern and disciplined and strict with themselves and stuff like that. That you got to see what you can get from your character and play it up that way. You know what I mean?
That's what I've been trying to like. I've been trying to have him more as like a serious dude. So
yeah,
far.
exactly, like an
something.
assertive sort of thing.
You're a monk, for Christ's sake. It's like
Yeah, exactly. So like, it plays into the whole thing,
Yeah.
which is like it may seem like I'm not doing much, but that's because my character is like that.
no, it's cool. It's a cool mechanical character for sure.
Also, in some time in the future, maybe once we're done with this campaign, I've been talking with Karma that maybe I will do some one-shots where I'm the DM and Karma can get to play.
Yes.
I'd love to play along.
I'm back.
Like,
I'm
just
We don't even
We're not
necessarily.
bad
Just
guys.
saying, Hinami. You don't have to wait until this campaign is done to do the one shot. You can just do them whenever.
yeah.
If you want to do them, just
yeah.
and we'll see how many people we have on, and just even if it's just 3 or 4 people, you know.
Yeah.
It's a D&D campaign that finishes and ends. It's just a standalone adventure.
Oh, that's
It's like
Okay.
one session, and
I'd be
that's
up
like
for that.
because I want to kind of prepare and kind of like learn and get some feedback on how I can maybe improve, and then once in a few months, depending on how long this campaign is, we can make a big campaign where Karma gets to be a player and I'm the DM. Because I think that would be pretty cool.
Yes.
I have some great ideas, but I love that it's like homebrew, and I don't think I should do that first. My first campaign.
I mean, you can add stuff in a
Yeah, I
existing
could
campaign.
add my own stuff and then throw it away, just for fun.
No, like you can have like a preset, because I know Curse of Strahd is like a preset campaign. You can make your own, probably make a whole like new world and stuff, but that's gonna take a lot of work.
I've done that before. I've got a setting of my own that I run campaigns in. It's just the fact of the matter is, it's a lot of fucking work mechanically in Roll20.
Yeah.
To set up all the maps and all the stat blocks and all the characters, it's ridiculous amount of work.
Yeah. So the easiest thing
that's
would
just
be
an
like to
idea.
have. Yeah, it would be the easiest thing would probably just have something that already exists, but then sidetrack to another area. That's like that you can kind of push in or whatever, like make like a one little arc of it or whatever you wanna call it.
Yeah, but that's just an idea I want to experiment with at one point.
Love that. Okay.
Sounds lit fat.
Anyway, now we just need Yuki back, and I think
No.
Wick was back. She just
Yeah,
hasn't
I'm
done
back.
anything with
Oh.
her camera.
Hi, Wick.
No, I thought I turned it off, but okay.
Hey, son, mama.
Hey.
So casual.
Of course, it's. You want me to be like fucking Soviet Russia with their parents or something? My mother, of course.
Hello,
thought-
mom. Get
Yeah,
out of room.
I'm here. Yeah.
I thought I was your mom.
Well,
Oh my god.
I have several
Um.
moms. I have several dads.
Every female in this guild is his mom, and every
Yeah.
guy older is his dad.
So
Oh, we're
well,
like-
except Hinami.
Except Hinami.
Except Nami, yeah.
That's my son.
We have 4
Turkish
moms
is just
in
a
here.
genetic fuckfest then.
Yes.
That was a way to turn around. I was like, oh,
Thing
that's
is
so
though, like-
cozy.
Wick's the ultra mom because she's the first mom that I called mom.
No, that was Lolly.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
and
don't
she's the
think-
oldest,
I don't include her.
But she's the bad mom. She's the mom
Yeah.
that doesn't
She
make sense.
kicked me in the nuts and now I'm steroid, so I don't include her.
Now that's a D&D story.
Oh my.
So that's how. Yeah.
I'm so hyped on coffee right now. Oh my god. I'm drinking like a cup of latte. This is crazy.
Coffee.
At this
It's
hour.
so late.
I know, but I'm excited and I have energy now.
When
Shall we start?
Yes, if we can, if everyone's around.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ismark beckons you in from the door that's just open from the inside.
occult.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
No, I literally just said it. It's over to
Oh.
you guys.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any.
Yeah, this just blank for me as well.
Oh no, that's the point. Just say that you go into the goddamn door.
Well, we're
Where is
walking.
the ale? Strahd or whatever your name was.
Ismark.
There we are.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
Right. So you go to this mansion, and you find yourself in sort of a very high-ceilinged central hall.
Oh, well, hello.
The interior is well furnished, but there are cobwebs, there is decay everywhere. The fixtures show signs of great wear and tear. There are a few windows that shine light, but a few of them are bordered.
Is it just a badly maintained house?
What's that?
Is it just a badly maintained house, or is there like been fighting in it?
Oh, from the inside, it is a badly maintained house. Outside, on the exterior, you can see that there are sort of scratch marks on the door and stuff like that. The central sort of hall reveals itself to you, and as you step in, you also notice a woman. She is a strikingly beautiful young woman. She has this long auburn hair that stretches down to her shoulders. She's wearing sort of this, again, like noble get-up, similar to what you assume to be her brother, except it's quite dusty and musty and creased, like it hasn't been washed in about a week. She also wears this scarf along her neck. I'll go ahead and give you guys an idea what she looks like.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Hello.
All the lesbians here.
Dibs.
Right, guys, calm down. It's a picture of her.
You're not a lesbian, Borg.
Ismark sort of gives a little bow. Yes, Irina, my dear sister, I have found people who may be able to assist us with our current predicament. These are outsiders. They haven't, and she cuts him off as he's in the middle of speaking. Ismark, father died. What? No, I saw him a few days ago before I left town. He was fine. He sent wolves to attack the man, brother. They get in. I fear it is the stress took him from us. Ismark's face sort of drops. We see. Where is he now? He rests in his study. I have managed to make a makeshift coffin for him. Perhaps we bury him in the church graveyard when you have time. Yes, of course, my dear sister. Pardon me, strangers. He takes his sister, puts his arm over her shoulder, and you can see that there is dropping down her cheek. He just for you to follow him. Go towards the fireplace in the distance and turns left into a.
Are we following?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Each of you go into the study, and you can see it's this large study area with like books lining the walls and a central coffee table, and upon the coffee table lies a open coffin, and in the coffin is the body of a very well dressed with a long goatee beard and white long hair that you assume to be Dan Kolyan, the mayor, or former mayor of Barovia. Ismark sighs and turns to you. I took you here to travel to the town of Valar with my dear sister here. I have already told you I fear that Strahd has targeted her and attempts to turn her into some kind of sick, undead bride of his. It is not my place to speak of such things. Irina, if you will. Whereas before she looked quite confident, upright in her posture, even when she was talking about her dad being, she sort of adopts sullen look that comes over her face. Yes, well, it's been happening for about a month now. I have these dreams most nights. I dream that I lost in the fog. Whichever direction I look, whichever direction I go, there is but a thick mist obscures every movement, every sight. And then I see him. His dark, tall silhouette, and he comes to me gracefully, as if he glides along the ground with each step. I remember some features of his long black hair, his impeccable. But the one thing I most clearly recall is his eyes, red as blood and blazing with the hunger. He comes to me and he bites my neck. She reveals, takes down her scarf along her neck, and you can see two very clear puncture marks upon her neck.
Jesus Christ.
Assume this is how he claims his many wives. I fear for my life. I fear for my life here. I know I am not safe. I know that the devil can see me, can visit me anytime he wishes. My brother, he has concocted a plan to take me to the town of Vallaki in the west. Vallaki is known as the last bastion of hope against Strahd. The walled city is the only place where humans and their ilk can live freely from the eyes of Strahd. Isma nods his head and pipes up again. I know it is risky. We'll be heading into the wilderness of Barovia itself. But this is the only place that I can see that can keep my sister safe. Please, I implore you. You will take Irina, and I may accompany you as well. You will take my sister and travel to the gated city of Vallaki, where she might be safe from Strahd's advances and from his prying eyes. I can pay a great sum of gold in return for this. Do you accept, stranger?
Sure.
Yes. I heard some gold. I believe we can really help you and your sister. Get
Gold
some
means
answers.
ale.
Gold
Is there
means
anything-
Aelborg.
Is there any other information you have about Strahd? Something that could help us if something were to happen?
Of course, yes. You are outsiders. What would you like to know?
Just what is he exactly?
We know that he is a vampire. A vampire of tremendous power. He controls this land. Everything lives and dies by his consent. He controls the mists that keep us here and bring outsiders like you into his realm. I do not know his origins, how he came about this land. The only people who know more are the Vistani, the gypsy travelers of Barovia.
Oh, we actually met those before we came here.
They were the ones who brought us here in the first place.
You
They
were brought
tricked
here by
us
the
here.
Vistani.
Tricked
Oh.
us.
Yes.
Why
So
you
we
say?
were brought here by the vampire?
No, by the Vistani.
It's... Your friend here does raise a good point. The Vistani are forever bound to Strahd's will. It is possible that Strahd sent them out into the various realms of the material plane to lure adventurers into
So are they?
to you.
Do you know if they're servants of his or something like
Oh
that?
yes, they are. Yes, most certainly. They tell ancient stories of Prince, a great conqueror, in some far-off mortal material plane, slew many enemies and controlled a vast empire that he called Barovia. I can only assume that something happened, something dark and dire, and this is what remains of his great empire.
Is there any other Strahd worshippers that you know of?
Strahd's eyes are everywhere. He can see through the eyes of every wolf. He can hear the faintest raindrop across his room. Nowhere is truly safe. Our best option is the walled city of Vallaki in the west.
But how will we possibly be able to make it over there? Judging by what you're saying, it sounds like he could easily put a stop to it.
It is dangerous. I do freely admit that. However, it's the only real hope I can see to save my sister.
What is your opinion on Strahd? Do you...
I dare not say too much. He is a tyrant. He controls this land with an iron fist. However, him targeting my sister has put her and my sister in graver danger than we've ever been in before. I've lived in Barovia all my life, and I am truly scared for the first time in my life.
Well,
pretty serious.
I'm sorry about your loss, but I think we'll try and help you and your sister.
Thank you so much. All of you accept, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's good to know that there is some good left in Barovia. We can leave at once. Yes, Irina. He turns towards his sister downcast, and brings her eyes up towards his. I'm not going anywhere until father is buried.
We'll make sure that happens.
Yes.
We have some experience in that field, actually.
Of course, you're right, sister. Of course. Yes, father needs to be put to rest before we travel on. Of course. You will help us with this, yes? He turns towards them.
Yes, of course.
Isn't father dead?
He's dead, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a cleric of a Kellenborg. I'm quite experienced in this field.
I know not of this day. Go on.
I'll assist you with the burial.
He eyes you with a squint. I do not know of this deity that you speak. I trust you. He gives a nod. Go.
Where would you like to bury her? Him.
My sister? Irina turns towards you and casts her gaze. I feel as though it would be best to bury him where he lived and where he worked and spent his life. The church graveyard atop the hill. If you haven't seen it, that will do.
It's fine by me.
I don't know if it's such a good idea to go over there right now, though.
Yeah, I agree with the art. This is sketchy.
Why is that, brother? Oh, I was there a while ago. That's where I found these strangers. They took care of some unsavory business in the church. Irina silently just casts her head down as if, to say, I understand.
I mean, we're not really on the good side of Father Doro. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe we can do it, but
Donovich was a very good friend of my father. I'm sure he would want to see him to rest.
All right.
Well then.
Well, I don't see a problem here.
It's decided then.
I would maybe want to suggest that we do it after we had a rest or something.
Yes, feel free. You can rest. Eat, drink to your heart's content.
feel like it would be safer to do it when it's
Yeah.
well, what you would consider sunrise here.
Just a question. This is Mark. How long have you been?
Few days, maybe.
Maybe.
We don't really know.
We don't really have like night and day when we.
Yes, that outsiders often lose their sense of time when they first arrive.
I would estimate around
Strahd has
3
definitely
days.
taken notice of you by now, however. Tell me, have you interacted with an old woman in the village square?
We saw an old woman in the village square. She was
delivering.
Did you talk to her?
No, she was just going away with
I
her
see.
pies.
Her pies?
Yes.
That was the old woman, right?
Yes.
Just out of question. Character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, personally I would not, I'm glad you haven't had the misfortune of speaking to her. Personally, I would suggest stay away from her wares. They can have bizarre effects on the mind, can manifest in addiction in some. Many of the villagers sampled her wares and have turned out worse for wear as a result.
She.
Alright. She didn't offer us any pie.
Good.
No. We'll
Yeah.
keep that in mind if we see her.
Pardon me, it is a grieving man's, a tired man's paranoia. You may rest up here, and when you are ready we can set off with my father's coffin and lay him to rest in the graveyard.
Yes.
It's fine by me.
Right.
Go ahead and rest. Do any of you explore the manor house?
I'd like to.
Yeah, I'd like
Walk
to
around
explore
it,
as
yeah.
well.
I'd like to explore the fucking ale cabinet. I don't know, wine cellar. whatever
Yeah,
it
in
is.
the study you see that there's a large sort of wooden cabinet with a glass front, and in it you find several varieties of mead and ale and wine.
I'll be sitting in the study then for a
Yeah,
while.
and you can drink to your heart's content. Neither Irina nor Ismark attempt to.
Sweet.
I go upside in it. Try to find a room where I can rest and meditate.
As you go up, the stairs sort of creak beneath you, and there is this like constant sort of flowing waterfall of dust that you can see through the light of the top window. There are several rooms sort of laid bare, apparently for guests, that you could take a rest and sleep in each of you.
Alright.
Shall we each take a room then? And then we'll bury
Well,
it.
I am experienced in sleeping with Kaylee and Borg, and I will not recommend it just in the mornings, if you know what I mean.
Oh, what is that?
I'll be passed out in the study regardless.
Yeah.
Does anyone inspect the rooms at all before they go ahead and rest?
Well,
I want to inspect it for valuable stuff and background
Anyone
check.
who wants to give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
I was thinking of exploring another place first.
Damn.
That's it, yeah? Okay, cool. Vivi, you are able to veritably case the establishment and most of the rooms on the upper level. What particularly are you looking for?
Money.
Yep, cool. You find a total of 10 gold pieces, sort of lying around all over the upper level, as well as a large, rather ornate silver statue of a raven with its wings spread out. You don't quite know how much it could be worth, but if you find the right buyer, it could probably be worth quite.
I gotta put it in my backpack.
Yes, go for that. Namin, you glance around the room that you are sort of you've decided to go in and been drawn to. It is a woman's room. You can see quite clearly. There's like a large 4-poster bed with like red sheets, and you see upon a sort of little bedside table, you see a piece of paper with what appears to be a drawing on it. Do you inspect it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The piece of paper, the drawing upon the paper, it is drawn in sort of the scrawl of a child. It looks like a child's drawing made with crayon. The drawing depicts a large, intimidating-looking man with a bald head, blue skin, and one singular, sort of deformed, scale red arm on his right side. So his right arm is sort of this large demon arm. You can only describe.
Okay. I'll write a note of that, actually.
Everyone else, you can take your rests and do whatever you need to do before you head back out.
I guess my perception check failed.
Yeah, you don't notice anything untoward.
I wonder the bite
have
marks
red
of
eyes,
Irina. The bite
What's
marks of Irina, were they from Strahd?
That was the implication, yeah. Normally she wears a scarf to hide, so she's discovered by the other villagers.
The drawing, did it have red eyes or?
Yes, it had blazing red eyes.
Can I follow Irina and like sneak behind her and just wait outside her bed?
At the moment, all Irina is doing is talking to Ismark and discussing how they're gonna bury the body and what they're gonna do afterwards, plotting out their route to Vallaki, the safest possible route. Ismark mentions that he has hired a Vistani caravan, but it is going to be empty and he's going to be driving. Just stuff like that. They don't rest. They're only waiting for you guys to get ready.
Should we like... Is everybody done with their stuff? Just out of care.
Yeah.
Should we just like kind of skip ahead then? Because everybody's resting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Sure.
Yeah. Out of character. Nami, I really want to see you draw this thing that you found.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be useful. That.
Yeah.
So do I actually. I mean, you don't have to do it now, but after.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now that you have the idea of what it should be looking like, then it would be cool to have like a drawing of it.
Drawing connoisseur. Saying I don't have any red colors, I only have black.
Wow.
Is it like the next day then? Or...
Fuck ass.
Okay.
No. It's literally been maybe an hour or two. That's
okay.
You just took a short rest.
Yeah.
Fuck ass. Fuck ass. Fucking get out of full screen mode, dick. There we go. Come back out.
Where are we going?
Well...
Honestly, like...
To the church, I believe. First of all.
Yeah.
Either we do that, or this seems like a pretty good place to end it today.
I think the best place then is to bury the father, and then...
yeah.
Because I know what happens when you bury the father, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it now.
Okay.
So you've met Irina and Ismark Kolyana, and you know that the mayor is dead and they want him buried. You know that Ismark is worried for his sister Irina, and they want to travel to Vallaki where they might be safe from Strahd, who has been giving dream advances toward Irina in her sleep.
Shit is gonna go down next episode.
Yes,
or
it is,
episode.
It's an episode, why not? Yeah, it is gonna go down next episode, by the way.
Oh my god, I'm excited for next episode. I'm going to do the session so we have like a setup. A strong setup.
Exactly, yeah. No, this is very much a setup for what's gonna happen next session. I'm quite glad that we get to do it tomorrow potentially. So that's
Yes.
Cool.
all right, guys. I'm gonna take 5, but I'll still be online for WoW and shit.
Yeah.
So was this
Um,
basically like half a session since we started a bit later? So tomorrow we'll like continue it and we'll.
Yes,
won't
we're
be,
gonna continue. Yeah, we're gonna continue straight from where we left off this session.
Okay.
The reason why I've said I'll just end it now is because the next event could take like an hour plus. So I'd rather just call it off now.
No, okay, yeah.
But
And I
we
don't
did-
think people
yeah.
want to stay up for an hour now. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just I've done what I needed to do here, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
I can stay up, but I know people can't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly, Carson. Okay, guys. That one was very roleplay heavy.